going to be using the Fenty Beauty. Hold on, let me find out the real name. Too much juice, too much sauce, too much sauce, too much juice, too much juice, too much sauce. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Maddie. I know it has been a while since I did a talk through video. I think it's been a while since I did a video, period. But I am excited for today's video. I am going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. Okay, I have been looking at this foundation for a very long time, but the problem I was having with it was picking out my foundation shade. Actually, let me stop lying. I haven't been looking at it for a long time. When it first came out, I wanted to try it, but then I was like, you know, whatever. I'm not, you know, just whatever, right? But now I really wanted to try it, and I think since Sephora was having their sale, I think it's like the spring sale that they had going on, I decided to give it a try. And I had some complications when it came to picking out my foundation shade. I took their shade finder test, and they said that my shade was 440, but when I went online upon digging and doing my investigation work, 440 looked a little bit too bright for my liking. It just looked orange. It looked too warm. Like it didn't look right. And I went ahead and watched people who have, or people that I have seen use my foundation shade when it comes to other foundations. I don't know if that makes sense. So like people who wore the same shade as me in different brands, I went ahead and I looked them up and see what shade they were in. Hey, and see what shade they were using, and it was 440. But when they put the foundation on, it just looks like an orange, and it scared me, right? So I was kind of like, it says shake well, that's what I'm like, you know. But when I saw them use it and I saw their video, I'm like, yo, this looks so crazy. Like it just looks, granted, after they blended it out, it looked better. But for me, I like my foundation to look not a little better, but a lot better. And because my neck area is darker than my chest, I like to match my foundation to my chest and then contour everything. You know, when I do my contour and bronzer and all that, I like for that to match my neck. So it's like a good balance between my neck and my chest, right? So I was looking at the shades and the swatches, and I was like, yeah, no. So upon battling and looking and all that, I was like, okay, I am going to go with the 450. Yes, the 450, and that's the one I decided to go with. But for the concealer shade, I decided to go with the shade that goes with the 440. So the 450 is supposed to be like a neutral undertone, and then the 440 was a warm undertone. So I figured if I use a 450, I can use like a warm concealer to do highlighting. So I don't know how this is going to look on me. I have not tried it yet since it came. I think the most I've done was like open it. Not even that. So yeah, it's completely brand new. I haven't opened it. I haven't used it. Nothing, right? So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. Of course, I already did my eyes. I wasn't planning on filming, but somebody sent me an old video of me, like, you know, doing a talk through. And I was like, oh my God, I used to do this. I miss it. Let me try it, right? So with that being said, I've already done my eyes. My face was already prepped. Okay, guys. So the moment we have all been waiting for, I'm a bit nervous because, you know, when you haven't tried something before, you just don't know how it's going to look. And I would hate to have to like mess up. Oh, child, you need to blend out that yellow. That looks a hot mess. Y'all hold on, because that is not cute. Let's go ahead. So it says to shake very well. Give it a really good shake. So let's go ahead and shake, okay? Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. In the name of Jesus, shake the devil. I'm sure they didn't mean shake it this much, but you know, because I'm a little extra, like I wanted to go a little overboard, okay? Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. See, I am really hoping that this foundation oxidizes because, ooh. My problem with this whole thing though is this. If this is supposed to be a neutral undertone, and this is not giving me a neutral undertone vibe, this is giving me a warm undertone vibe. If this is supposed to be a neutral undertone, and it looks like this, I can only imagine what the orange, not the orange, what the 440 would have looked like. Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply everything else, and then you know I can come back and we could talk about this, and then I can move on with my video. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be back. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and I put another layer on, not a whole layer, like half a layer, I guess, because my skin is not bad. Thank you, Jesus. I don't need that much coverage, so I don't have to do like 3, 4 layers of foundation. Thank you, Jesus. So let's see. It looks good. Like if you look at my face and you look at my chest, it matches, and that's usually what I like to go for. It's warm. I don't know how this is a neutral undertone. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it is neutral, but it doesn't look neutral to me. But if that's what Fenty said it is, and that's what it is, girl. But it looks really good. I love it. I love the coverage. I love um how it blends well with the rest of my skin tone. My neck, like I told you guys, is darker, so I don't, if I try to match my foundation to my neck, I could have chose to go with the 440, which they said was my right um, shade, or I could have chose to go with this one. I did a lot of research. I didn't see a lot of videos, and the ones that I saw wasn't really like making sense. So I had to pick, and it was hard. So now we're gonna go ahead with the concealer. Again, I have not used this before. This is new. I don't know how it's going to look. That was corny, but whatever. So let's try out the concealer, which is right here, and this is in the shade 440. So as you guys know, if you already own a Fenty Beauty foundation or whatever, they match the concealer number to the foundation number. I want to clarify this. So if anybody sees this video and wants to get the same shade that I got, just know that I didn't go with the 450 concealer. I went with the 440 concealer. So I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to blend that out. Y'all pray for me because nice. Nice. Okay, guys, this is beautiful. I love this. That was so easy to blend. Like, one thing that I forgot to mention also is that the foundation is very lightweight. Like, it doesn't feel like you have the whole world sitting on your face. If it's very, very, very lightweight, and I love that. The concealer, you don't need a lot. You guys saw I only took literally one swatch, whatever you want to call it, and I did like 3 heavy dots and then another 3 light dots, and it was perfect. You add, for me, I know some people like to do the most and just, you know, I don't like that. To me, this is perfect. Like, the amount of concealer I use is perfect. The way it blended out is perfect. Like, it's just like, whoa. Like, I love it. So I'm going to go ahead with the powder. I do not have a Fenty Beauty powder. My bank account did not agree with me getting all 3 of them. So I am going to use my favorite setting powder, which is the ABH Loose Setting Powder. Mwah. I do not bake. I don't have nothing against baking. Once in a while, I like to, but not all the time, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and set my face, and I like to use this Real Technique brush. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love. We'll tap off the excess powder. Oh, this is beautiful. This is like... So all I am doing is pressing the powder into the concealer. I'm not going in heavy. Very, like, you know, take a little bit of powder, dust off the excess, and then press it into my skin until I feel like, you know, it is set. And then we move on to the other side. Okay, guys, so I set my face. I usually like to contour before I set my face, but I guess out of excitement, I forgot. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and basically do everything else off camera, and then I can come back and then we can take a look at the final look. This was not meant to be a YouTube video. I was just filming for Instagram, but I decided to, I guess, do a foundation review, if that's what you want to call it, with you guys, and just show you guys how it looks on me, just in case anybody honestly is struggling trying to find your shade, you know, in the Fenty Beauty foundation, because I did a lot of research. Like, I looked everywhere. I tried to find people who did reviews, and I couldn't really find anything. And then the ones I found, they weren't really saying much. I couldn't. So I decided to go with my guts, and I'm so glad that I did. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the whole look, and then I will come back and then we can discuss how I feel about this whole thing. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, so here is the final look. I love this. My thoughts about the foundation: it's really nice. I like it. It doesn't, my face does not feel heavy. It feels, and usually when I put my makeup on, I set it with like a setting spray. I didn't have to do that with this look though, and it looks really good. Usually I like to set it with a setting spray because I feel like it just brings everything together, but I didn't have to do that with this, which is awesome, because sometimes when you put on setting spray, your makeup tends to look dewy-ish, oily-ish. I don't know, like, I feel like it gets oily really quick when you do that. So the fact that I didn't have to do this for this look and it still looks so blended together and good, I love it. Again, I don't like to do the dramatic concealer and all that. I mean, it's not my thing, you know. There are people out there who like that, but I just love how everything blended together. Being that I picked my shade off of the website and not in stores, it looks really good. I'm so grateful though that I did not go with the 440, because that would have been a hot mess. Like, this video would not be going this way if I went with the 440. I'm glad I went with my gut instinct and I went with the 450. I love it. It just looks flawless. I love the coverage. I love how it feels. Remember, like, I was literally going back and forth on the phone with Ohima Bunsu about the shades. She was like, just go with your guts, and I'm glad I did, because this turned out really pretty. I love it. It looks great. It feels great. It is great. And we just thank the Lord, because... So, that's enough talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys soon in my next video. I'm going to try... I always say this. I feel like you guys are sick and tired of hearing me saying I'm going to try to be more, you know, but I am, because I got my camera settings fixed thanks to Ohima Bunsu. She fixed it for me, so it looks better, it looks good, and I feel good actually filming for YouTube. So you guys are going to be seeing me more on YouTube with reviews and stuff like that. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.